We'll be discussing now compiler construction question paper 2018 April, and this time we are going to focus on directly a CLR problem or LR1 problem, the question 4. In question 4 you'll find there's a question saying here check whether the given grammar is LR1 or not. It's a 6 marks problem. They haven't mentioned this time which CLR or LR to use. So we will go for SLR, we will go for a CLR, that is a canonical LR. I already have a solution already done. So first step of this, I'm going for CLR. First step for this is to augment the grammar. So we augment the given grammar by adding the starting rule, that is S dash goes to S, the remaining grammar as it is, number these rules R0 to R5. Then next step is we to find out the closure of the, that's item number 0, closure of starting non-terminal. So closure of starting non-terminal S dash is going to be S dash goes to dot S. For first rule, always the look ahead is fixed, it's a dollar, as you know. And then because of dot S, S is a non-terminal, so we take rules of S. S goes to dot A and S goes to dot AB. For these two rules of S, look ahead of S is dollar, that's why for these two rules, look ahead is dollar and dollar. Now after dot, whenever we get a non-terminal, we have to take the rules of that non-terminal. So we take rules of A. So A goes to dot AAB, A goes to dot B. For these two rules of A, look ahead of this A is dollar. That's why you get look ahead here as dollar dollar. Now after dot there is a terminal, or dot there is a non-terminal, again B here. So we have to take rules of B. So B goes to dot A. Look ahead of this rule, for this rule, for look ahead is because of this B. So for this B, look ahead is dollar. So for this rule also look ahead is dollar. Now after closure, we go for go-tos. So item number 1 now, that's a typical item of I0 and dot S. So I0 comma S is the first go-to. So in I0 comma S, we just take this rule as it is and shift the dot. When we copy this rule, we have to copy along with the look ahead because look ahead is now part of LR1 item. Now the first rule always finishes at item number 1. So this is finish rule. Then next item is from I0 we take dot A. So I0 comma A. So S goes to A dot comma dollar. So S goes to A dot comma dollar. Because dot is going to the end, it's a finish rule. Just to remind us, it's a finish rule. Next item number 3 will be from I0 comma dot small a. So I3 is here now. Go to of I0 comma small a. So we just copy this rule as it is. S goes to A dot shifts here, A dot B along with the look ahead dollar. Now after this, again there is a one more dot A here. A goes to A dot AAB. So we have to shift the dot here as well. So A goes to A dot AB comma dollar. Look at it, you have to copy as it is. After dot you get non-terminal A. So you have to take rules of A as well. Okay. And then you have one more dot A rule of B here. B goes to dot A. Shift this dot from here. So again B goes to A dot dollar. So this is finished because dot is at the end. Now because of this A, rules of A, we have to take A goes to dot AAB, A goes to dot B. For these two rules, look aheads. These rules are because of this A, this one. So look ahead of this A is B. So you get here for these both the rules, look ahead is this B. You get here B. Now if you observe dot, again after this dot is a non-terminal B here. So for B rule of B, B goes dot A. For this rule, look, you need a look ahead. Look ahead of this B is B, so you get B here as well. Now after this, we have got I0 comma A is finished. Now we have to take I0 comma this capital B. So from I0 comma capital B is atom number 4. So we just take this rule. A goes to B dot A dot, A goes to B dot. So dot is at the end, so it's a finish rule. Dollar as it is. So this is a finish rule. Now I0 is over because this is already covered. Don't take it again. Here I0 comma A is already taken here. Okay, so don't take again. Now we move to next item. That's item number 1. Item number 1 is already finished. Item number 2 is already finished. So we move to item number 3 now. After dot, what is B? So we have to take I3 comma B. So next go to is I3 comma B. We just copy this rule as it is. S goes to AB dot shifts. So S goes to AB dot dollar. So again this is finish rule. Now next from I3, after B what is here is A. So I3 comma capital A. So I6 item number 6. I3 go to of I3 comma capital A. A goes to A dot B comma dollar. Just the dot shifts. That's it. After dot there's a terminal. So we don't have any more rules here. Now next, after this we have got from I3 this finish rule. I3 comma small a. So go to I3 comma small a, copy this rule, a goes to dot a, b, and look at it as it is b. Because after dot there is a capital A, non-terminal. So take the rules of non-terminal, a goes to dot a, b, a goes to dot b. For these two rules, look at if a is b, so look at it as bb. Now after dot again we get b, rules of b, b goes to dot a. For this b, look at it is b. So for this rule we get, look at here is b copied. Now in item number 3, there's one more dot a. If you observe here, you don't forget this. So b goes to a dot b. So we have one more rule here, b goes to a dot b. So now I3 comma a is over. Now after this, from I3 where this is done, a is done. So I3 comma b, this one I3 comma b. So go to of I3 comma b, just a goes to b dot, finish this rule, look at it as it is b. Now I3 is over. So after this we'll move to item number 4. It's already finished. Item number 5 is finished, all rules. Item number 6. So now we go for item number 6 comma I6 comma b. So go to of I6 comma b, that's item number 9. A goes to a, b dot dollar. It's a finish rule. Done. Now I6 is over. Now let's go for I7. Now in item number 7 we have to take capital A. So go to of I7 comma, if you take capital A, then it is a goes to a dot b comma b, just dot shift after dot terminal, leave it. Now after this I7 comma small a. So I7 comma small a, if you take, so it will be a goes to a dot a b comma b. It will be nothing but same as this rule if you observe. And because of this a, again it will be rules of a, because of b rules of b, and everything same. So this item I7 comma a is same as item number 7. Do not give a new item number. Then next I7 comma capital B, so a goes to b dot b is same as item number 8. You can see here. So it's exactly same as item number 8. So item number 7 is over. Now next what we have is item number 7 is over. Then item number 8. Item number 8 is already finished rule. Then item number 9. 9 is already finished rule. Item number 10. Okay. So last item number 11. Item number 10. I10 comma small b. So it's a goes to a, b dot. That's it. Look at copy it as it is. It's finished. So we got total 11 items. Now let's make a parsing table for LR1. That's CLR parsing table. On one side you see there are items. There are 11 items totally. And then there are two parts of this table, action part and the go to part. In action part we write the terminals. So terminals we have a, b, and don't forget dollar column. In go to part we always take the non-terminals. So here we have got S, A, B. Never write the starting non-terminal. If you write it by mistake, that column will be completely empty. Okay, now let's start writing shift and go to entries. So what you see, just in the titles, so you'll find here, go to what? I0 comma is, what is it? I0 comma S. So I0 comma S item number 1. So in I0 comma S, you write item number 1. Then you similar next is what you have is I0 comma A is 2. So I0 comma A is 2. Then what you have here is similarly go on making entries. I3 comma A is 7. So I3 comma A is S7. When you write in terminal, you have to write shift entries. When it is a non-terminal, we have to write only numbers. So go on writing these numbers. I0 comma B is 4. So I0 comma B is 4 here. Then you see here I7 comma capital A is 10. So you say here 10. That's I7 comma capital A is here. Okay. So this is what the table you get here. That's a parsing table. Now if you see here all shift and go to entries, now we have to focus on the reduce entries. So always the first item finishes, first item rule finishes in item number 1, and the look ahead is dollar. So we have to write the 1 and 1 comma dollar entry is always accept, because starting rule is finishes here. So $1 is always accept. Then as we have marked these rules, just look at the item numbers. Item number 2, S goes to A rule. S goes to A rule is numbered as rule number 1. So you can write item number 2, rule number 1 finishes in dollar. So item number 2, dollar, you write rule number 1. Same thing here. Now next, item number 3, what finishes is B comma, B goes to A dot. That's B goes to A dot is rule number 5. So item number 3, rule number 5 in dollar. So item number 3, rule number 5, column is dollar. Same thing after this. Item number 4, A goes to B dot. A goes to B dot is rule number 4. Item 4, rule 4, dollar. Item 4, rule 4 in column of dollar. Then we have got item number 5, S goes to AB dot. AB goes to AB dot is rule number 1. rule number 2, sorry, rule number 2. So item number 5, rule number 2, dollar. So item number 5, dollar, you find a rule number 2. Okay, so like when you make all the entries, you'll find all the items. You can look at the solution. So you find it all entries are unique. There is nowhere we find conflict, shift, conflict, or reduce, conflict. As we know, don't find any conflict. All entries are unique. This grammar is LR1.